Hi there, it's Marcy, and welcome to your weekly newsletter video. I wanted to talk a little bit about Angelina Jolie. I think what she did was very brave, but I wanted to explain it to you so you could put it into context. Everything is genetic, isn't it? I mean, when was the last time you didn't look in the mirror and said, "Oh my God, I am my mother"? Well, that happens to all of us all the time. But it's more than just acting or doing those crazy things that mom or dad used to do. Is a genetic profile that we all inherit, some good, some not so good. In the case of Angelina Jolie, let me explain. She had very close personal relatives with breast cancer, very close. Her mother's sisters, that is described as a direct hereditary link. Now, we know that that is genetic, and we know that women who get breast cancer, and quite frankly, it can happen in men too, but it's not very common. But just because you're a guy, you don't get away with no breast cancer. So what happens is that the gene is called the BRCA gene. There's BRCA1, there's BRCA2. Now, first of all, I want to make it clear, this is not the only genetic link to breast cancer. It is not. There are other genetic links, but this is the one that gets advertised the most. So if you have a mother, her sisters, brothers, people that have a cancer that is linked to breast cancer. In women, it's pretty much breast cancer and ovarian cancer that you would be concerned with. And there may be a link to prostate cancer, but I'm not going to go quite that far. But if you have concern, do let me know. Certainly there is a link with prostate cancer. Fathers who had prostate cancer at the age of 40, there's probably a genetic link, although we don't have the genetics to determine that. We just check your PSA. In women, however, we have the genetics. We can check BRCA1, BRCA2. Now, if you are positive, that means that you have inherited that genetic link. It means that it's very likely, it is very possible. It doesn't mean you're going to necessarily get breast cancer, but it may be a reason to act. And in the case of Angelina Jolie, it was a reason for her to act. She had a bilateral mastectomy. I don't know if she had her ovaries removed or not, but that would be another additional option, perhaps, because ovarian cancer has a similar portrait, and so you maybe she may be concerned about ovarian cancer as well. So she may have had her ovaries removed, not known to me, not known to the world. But in any case, she had her breast removed and she had breast replacement. She had beautiful plastic surgery. All of that is possible and probable if that is what you want. Now, if you're BRCA1 and BRCA2 negative, it doesn't mean you won't get breast cancer. It means that you don't have that specific genetic link. You have other genetic links, and or you might get breast cancer, because I have to remind you that unfortunately most women who get breast cancer do not have a genetic link. So this is one very special case of a woman whose mother had breast cancer and died at an early age. And her mother's relatives similarly had that problem. So she checked, she had the gene, and she decided to act. That is always an option. Remember, healthcare is about your choice. So this is your choice. If you choose to be checked, I will be happy to check you. These are not covered by insurance. They can be expensive. One of the things I might recommend is that if you have relatives that have had cancer, you may ask them to have their genetics checked. If you know what their genetic link is, then you can check more specifically for your genetics. It's less expensive if you're checking for a gene rather than an array of genes. So, for instance, if we knew specifically what the genetics was of Angelina Jolie, she could have had a single test for maybe $500 rather than having an array of tests, which may cost up to $3,000 or $4,000. So, just a little background understanding of what the possibilities are. That said, your choice to check, your choice for treatment, always your choice. I hope that helps. Have a good day. Bye bye now.